Welcome to our 2024 new plant slideshow. This is going to be a slides of our new plants for next year. We thought we'd offer this up for you to take a look at. Gives you the option of going through it as quickly as you want or as slowly as you want, pausing and taking a look at the information in the photos. And also available for those of you that we are not able to meet with. So the lists of the new plants are on our website. So from the home screen, on the About tab, there is a link called Downloads. And right here, the 2024 new plant list is available as a download. So if you click on that, it'll export an Excel sheet list of the new plants. And that is in order of the slideshow. So if you'd like to follow along and take notes, that can be helpful. Okay, so here we go. All right, first up are specialty annuals. And these are in the 4-inch round pots, and there's 10 in a flat. Our first new plant for this year is Angelonia Archangel Ruby Sangria. This is a really nice dark red. We were impressed with the darkness and the true redness of this Ruby Sangria. The Archangel series has really nice large flowers, and of course they love heat, so they do really well in humidity and drought. Next is this Begonia Dragon Wing White. You may have seen this at times in the summer. We have trialed it a couple times and really are loving it. It's just a nice clean white with those familiar dragon wing green lush leaves. So it does give a nice sharp contrast. Then we have Begonia Florencio Pink and White. This is a hybrid Boliviensis type. The flowers are larger than the typical Boliviensis, and they are upward facing. So the pink and white you can see has a little bit of a darker back, and then the pink is more of a salmon-y color, but still in the pink tones. Then we have Begonia Hula Pink. We have been really impressed with these hula begonias, and we really love them. They're very floriferous, lots of color, lots of coverage, really well branching. So they are great for baskets, great for containers. You'll see in our basket options coming up, we've got another edition colored for that one too. And we have Begonia Viking Red on Green. These are really nice floriferous, very similar to dragon wings, a little more flower power, tiny, a little bit smaller leaves, but very familiar. Next up, we have Begonia Boliviensis Waterfalls in Kanto Orange, Pink, and Red. And these are large single flowers in that typical kind of trailing, hanging habit, very heat tolerant. And these guys were recipients of the Award of Garden Merit. Next up, we have Begonia tuberosa On Top Sunglow. These are just lovely. You really are drawn to these fun colors on these tuberosas, and we added this one, Irresistible. So it's got the large bicolor flowers, glossy dark green foliage, great for multiple applications. And we have Biden's Be Alive Double Orange. Isn't that cute? Little double with kind of fringy, frilly flowers in that gold and bronzy colors. The Labracoa Iconic Peach, we've got blue and now we're adding peach. These are really great, fun hula there in the middle with the bicolor peachy and orange. Nice large flowers. This is going to have a compact semi-trailing habit. Then returning to our plant list is Cleome Cleo Magenta. You probably recognize this one from the past. We're able to get it again. We were really happy with how strong this plant is and the really beautiful colors. Next we have Kufia, Sweet Talk Lavender Splash and Red. We were able to trial this red, Sweet Talk Red. Oh my gosh, it is really outstanding. Huge flowers in that, that open face form. Really lovely, compact, upright, and of course they attract all of the pollinators. And that lavender splash is going to be really cute, a little bicolor too. Next up we have this Dahlia Happy Days Orange Red bicolor. This one is really fun because the flowers will have a bit of a fading ombre effect. They're going to open up when they're freshly opened to that dark red color, and then they're going to fade to that raspberry and then to the salmon. So on the same plant, you're going to get multiple colors along with that really nice dark foliage. Then we also have Dahlia Mega Boom Orange Crush and Raspberry Ice. These are really big flowers in that kind of semi-cactus type. Great colors. And then we have Dahlia Revelation Salmon Bicolor, really cute strawberry colored flower with a raspberry center, strawberry salmon tones, and then nice dark green foliage. Dianthus Captain Purple and White. These are cute. We love our Dianthus. They are fragrant, they attract pollinators, and they're just beautiful. Next up, we have Euphorbia Lorene White and Starblast Snowdrift. We were able to see these in person this past summer, and Snowdrift really has a lot of white coverage, so that's going to be a more compact habit with more white coverage. And then Lorene White is going to be more of an airy, open habit. A couple new fuchsias. We've got Fuchsia Ballerina Brise. This is going to be nice and early, medium-sized flowers. We're bringing back Fuchsia Firecracker. This is an old favorite with the sweet variegated olive green and cream colored foliage, and then those bright salmon pink flowers. Then we have Geranium Big Easy Pink Batik. These are going to have really big flowers and, the classic foliage. Of course, it's a geranium, so it's tolerant to heat and a little bit on the drought side too. Geranium Tango Neon Purple. This photo doesn't really give it a really good shot of that the neon-ness of it, but in person when we saw it this past summer, it was impressive. It does have that really neon purple color, and then in the center is kind of a hot orange. So these were impressive in person. Very nice. And then Geranium Wilhelm Langeth, classic heirloom. I'm sure you've all seen it. Nice tall long flower stems, classic red with the variegated foliage. These heliotropes, next up, Fragrant Delight. This one we're bringing back. That one has a height of 18 inches. And then we trialed this one last year, and we're adding it now to a list officially, a Merino Blue. This one is a little bit shorter on the 10 to 12 inch. We're really happy with the color coverage on both of these and the strength of the plants. So we're bringing those back. In Patience, we have Color Power Purple Blue. Early blooming kind of caught our eye on this one, and the large vivid color of those flowers. So we're always looking for earlier blooming in Patience. Lantanas, we've got Gem Diva Pink, Lemon Quartz, and Pearl. These are going to be really cute. A little bit of a smaller flower cluster, so that's where the gem part comes in. Lots of flower coverage. Just a super cute, of course Lantana attracts lots of pollinators. These are no different. Nice, cute, tidy series, well branched. Lobelia, we've got early spring sky blue coming back. Hard to resist that nice blue. And Lobularia, streams, compact purple, rose, and white. We have been growing these in the hanging baskets, and now we're going to grow them in our 4-inch too. These are monsters, and they bloom all season long. They don't putter out. Like I kind of like to say, they smell amazing, and they get, they don't get that tall, but they do spread, and they will continue to bloom. So I've been impressed with them when I've grown them. We actually grow some of these in our banker pots to attract beneficial insects. They do produce a pollen that can provide alternative food sources for beneficials. And they bloom all season. Mimulus, a Mai Tai red. This one is a nice dark red, and it's got a strong upright habit. It is heat tolerant. They do tolerate the cold a little bit. And this one caught our attention because they were advertising it as something that is heat tolerant, so that's great. And it's going to bloom all season and have super flower power. So that'll be really fun to add to the list. Next up, we have Nemesia Art Angel Raspberry. We do like to change out our colors every now and again, and these are early. They tolerate colder weather, so this is a refresh of the raspberry. We have another solid color too. Next up is this Osteospermum Zion Rose Surprise. This is another one we were able to see in person this past summer. And out of all of the osteos, this one really caught our eye because of all the flowers on it. This was in July, and can you believe the flowers on that thing? It's just outstanding. And then it does get, the surprise part is it has that little bicolor effect. So the flowers do change intensity in their colors as they age. So that'll be a fun effect. Then we have, next up, petunias. This Petunia Capella Pink Lace. This series is known for nice compact habit, and that's a cute lacy effect with the veins there in the center. And then Petunia Crazy Tunias. We love the Crazy Tunias, so we're adding a few more. We've got Cosmic Violet, Ginger Snap, and then this is Starfruit here. And Petunia Flower Shower, Ringo Star, a nice sharp contrast with that white star, and then on the rim of it, it's got that nice pink. And then next up is Itsy Pink Petunia. These are those cute little tiny flowers about the size of your thumbnail. We've got white and magenta. Now they're coming out with this cute soft pink, so we're adding that. These are a great sub for Bacopa. If anybody has challenges growing Bacopa or having it continue on through the season, these are wonderful options. Next up, Petunia Splash Dance, Moonwalk, and Poppin' Pink. We have some darker options with the sparkly white and blue, but then the Splash Dance is a little bit different where it has some color intensity differences. So that would be a fun option to have that, and along with the Poppin' Pink too, you're going to see those color intensity changes. They are going to hold their pattern in the heat of the summer too, so they won't bleach out. And then to the Super Cal list, we've added Neon Rose. premium calaburst yellow, and premium red maple. The red maple you've probably seen advertised. It's coming up a lot. It is really beautiful. We've saw it in person. It is a nice dark red. And that calaburst yellow, we did trial that and kind of noticed it is very similar to bee's knees, but we love bee's knees, so we're not getting rid of that. Everybody else loves it too. But it will be a little bit earlier than bee's knees, so that's why we've decided to add it. And then returning, Petunia Surfinia Heartbeat Improved. This is a really cute one. Hard to resist that pink heart. We just love it. Next up is Plumbago Imperial Blue. This is a fun shrub-like plant. It is going to be great for large containers because it does bloom late summer into fall. We will be shipping this as a green plant. We are going to be looking for picture tags so people can get an idea of what that beautiful blue color looks like. It is an outstanding blue, so well worth the wait. Next up is Portulaca Mega Pizzazz Mango Twist, Pink Twist, and Purple. We saw these in person too, and they have a really nice habit, really cute in the ground, in the landscape, great for containers, nice large flowers, super cute colors. Then we have Rudbeckia Rodeo Double Red, and this is a true double. All the flowers will be double, and gosh, isn't that a great color on that Rudbeckia? Nice dark. Returning is Salvia Mirage Rose Bicolor, by staff demand, one of our favorites. This cute little Greggy eye and that pink and the white, it really is outstanding and eye-catching. Salvia Plum Crazy. This is a really nice color, dark purple stems, and then with that really nice plum flower. It's going to be a tall one at 36 to 48 inches. Next up, we have Salvia Splendens, Grandstand Blue, Bicolor, Red Lipstick, Pink, and Salmon. And these are really fun colors. We, in the past, these Splendens have kind of not been that popular, but these bicolors are really very interesting, and so they're very eye-catching, and we were going to add the bicolor blue, and we thought, gosh, those other ones are fun too, so we're adding a few. Verbenas, here we go with Lanai Green Apple and Twister Red. This is a really great series for landscape or containers. Great disease resistance and a nice spread, 20 to 24 inches. And Verbena Lascar Black Velvet. Lascars are known for really intense, rich colors, so the Black Velvet is no different. Nice dark purple, and then it does have like a velvety, crushed dark velvet texture to it with that different flower intensities with the maturity level of the flowers. And Vinca's, Vinca Soiree Flamenco Salsa Red. These are really fun with the frilly leaves and the frilly flowers, kind of wavy foliage, an upright, semi-mounding, semi-trailing habit. Next, onto specialty foliage. Alternanthera Red Threads. This is a return for us. Really nice filler. Now, Begonia Angel Wing Mix. This is a new one for us. So we'll be offering a few, 5 different plants, probably about 2 of each per flat. Each one will be tagged with its specific variety. So we don't have the specific varieties available right now. Sometimes they switch in and out, but each one will be tagged. And gosh, we love our begonias, and these are so great with the different textures and colors and speckles. Centuria Fancy Fillers Chrome Fountain. This is another great foliage plant, great for containers. Similar to Mercury, if you were familiar with the Mercury that we added last year. But it's going to have a little bit more variety in the texture of the foliage. So some of these leaves are going to be a little more broad. Some of them are going to be thinner, where Mercury has more broad leaves. And Sis's Discolor, this Rex Begonia vine, tapestry vine, this is a really fun plant. People commonly use it outside in the summer, let it crawl around, trail, used for hanging baskets, and then it can be brought inside either as a houseplant, or if you let it dry out a little bit and cool down, not below freezing, but it could be overwintered in a basement or in a cellar, and it will drop its leaves and go dormant, and then bring it back up for next spring. It'll pop back to life. So really interesting colors. There's a little bit of an iridescent effect on them when the sun hits those leaves. Very, very pretty. Next we have Coleus Color Blaze Dark Star. This is going to be a nice big plant, so it could be up to 3 feet tall, very vigorous for a dark leafed coleus. Then we have Coleus Main Street Lombard Street. This is really cute with the ruffly leaves and the fringed edges, dark with that lime green contrast. Then we have Coleus Premium Sun Coral Candy. This one we trialed last spring. Really sweet colors with that salmony coral color in the center and that nice brown. This is a coleus that did win the 2023 Ornamental Seed AAS Award. Next we have Coleus Stained Glass Works Tilt-A-Whirl. You've probably seen this in the past. A really fun twirly-whirly twisty effect on those leaves and great colors. Coleus Talavera Mundus. This is a new one for us. Kind of a fun sprinkled effect on that maroon leaf with the gold stardust look to it. That pattern is going to maintain in both sun and shade. Next we have Hebe, Sidekick Spock, and we love that name. You know, we love Spock. We have some Trekkies on our staff, so that caught our eye. This is a nice mounding compact plant, great for rock gardens. It may even produce some small flowers later in the season. Great for either sun or part sun. And next up we have Hypoestes. Very excited to bring Hypoestes back to our plant lineup. And we're adding 3 colors in. We're doing red, rose, and white. These are really strong, upright plants, vigorous, and they do well in part shade or sun. Next we have a Ipomia. This is Floramia Nero. And not only, you know, is our sweet potato is known for being a foliage plant, but this one has been bred so that it does have some flower power to it. So these are going to have those nice little lavender flowers, along with that dark purpley red foliage. And a renew for us is Irisine Blazing Lime. We've also got that Blazing Red Rose one, and now we're coming back with Blazing Lime. Really fun options for foliage. Another renew is Oxalis Charmed Wine. Classic houseplant, can be overwintered or allowed to go dormant. Then we have Oxalis Plum Crazy. Also, you've seen this in the past. We were able to get some stock plants of our own. Super cute with all of the variegation of that purple and pink and the bright yellow flowers. And then we're bringing back Plectranthus Velvet Elvis. This one's got some great flower power. It does bloom a little bit early fall, and it's got those really dark foliage to it. It could be overwintered as a house plant, but I think we're bringing this back because the one that we tried last year didn't have a lot. That what was it, Velvet Diva? It didn't grow very quickly, and it didn't bloom until very late. So we were impressed, and Velvet Elvis has that flower power to it. So we're bringing then this guy on back. So next is our 4-inch annual grass category. We don't have any changes to this category for next year. We are happy with the collection, so take a look at the options there on their website. Next, we have our border gems. These are shipped in those jumbo 6-packs, so there's 36 plants in the flat. The bench cards are also available for this category. So bench cards are going to have a photo and a little bit of information. It's going to look a lot like the slide. So to have a photo and some information, the height preferences, or the height and the sun preferences for each plant. The first new one we have is Celosia Selway Purple. These are going to be really tall, at 30 to 40 inches. Great cut flower. We're really happy to present some dye plants with our new plant list this year. On the website, there's also a chart if you wanted to take a look. There's a few different categories that these dye plants are going to show up in. A lot of them are in the border gems just because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of a larger mass to cut from and use for dyeing. This is Coreopsis, Dyer's Coreopsis. So each, there's going to be a little bit of variation, the red and the bicolor gold and red. Next, we have Iastasis, Tictoria Dyer's Ward. Isatis? This is another dye plant. It is a hardy biennial. I know our seed grower Eli did a bunch of really great research on these dye plants. So take a look at the website if you want a little more information on how they're used and how they're grown. Next, we have Lisianthus, Celeb 2 series. We've got a few new colors here. These are really nice large doubles, strong stems, height at about 36 inches. We've got navy, metallic blue, and wine. Then we have some really fun colors in the Roseanne group series. These are some really trendy colors in the brown and terracotta. Really amazing with, you know, in a bouquet, offers some unusual colors. These are long-lasting doubles. And then next up we have Bells of Ireland, a longtime staff favorite, great cut flower, nice tall height. Monarda Citradora Bergamo is returning to our list. This one has been awarded the Floral Select Gold Medal. These are going to be tidier and more compact, nice sturdy stems, and strong disease resistance. So these have been bred to resist that mildew that Monarda can be known for. Then we have Nicotiana Langsdorffii. This is another staff favorite that we're bringing back. If you look up really close, the center of these flowers are going to have a blue pollen, which is a little bit unusual. And of course, the nicotianas are always going to be attracting pollinators, bees, and hummingbirds. Next, we have Japanese indigo. This is another dye plant. This one is, the leaves are harvested, and it is a tender annual, so you'd want to harvest it all in the first season. Even dried, these leaves can be used dyed. Really wonderful plant. Then we have Reseda. This is another dye plant known as Weld, and it is a biannual. So it is possible that it may seed around a little bit. Then we have Rudbeckia Pawnee Spirit. These have really giant flowers in a similar pattern as Denver Daisy, but huge 6-inch blooms. So we are looking forward to this one. Then we have Scabiosa Black Knight. We've grown the Scabiosa mix in the past, and this Black Knight, this color has been one of our favorites, so we're just going with the straight color this year. And this one is also used in dye, or, as a dried plant that is stamped onto fabric. So another fun option for the dyers. Then we have Scabiosa Paper Moon. This is a really fun dried cut flower. The flowers themselves aren't that interesting. They're a little bit of a smaller flower, light blue, but they're grown for this really interesting seed head. So that bouquet you see in the bottom are the seed heads that form after the flower's done blooming. So it's really interesting. Then we've decided to offer this Verbena bonariensis Vanity, and this is going to be a half-height bonariensis. So along with the regular Verbena B, we're doing this half-height cute option. So it's going to be starting to bloom midsummer on, and this one has also been awarded the Flora Select Gold Medal and the All-America Selection. So it's been wowing a lot of judges everywhere. Next up, we have our large annuals, and these are grown in those 5 1/4 inch square pots, and there are 8 per flat. And then the Brugmansias are also in this category, and those are grown in our trade 2-gallon pots. This first one is Albomoscus Manihot, Chief Kubo's Prize. This is also known as the South Sea salad tree. All parts of it are edible, and it is related to hibiscus. It has a little bit of a spinachy flavor. So, in midsummer when your spinach is starting to bolt, this is a great option to fill your spinach needs. Next, we have Begonia Stonehenge Rose Bronze Leaf. This is going to be a monster of a plant. So I could see somebody applying this in the landscape, planting in the ground, or in a large container as a single species. Really beautiful rose-colored flowers, lots of flower coverage. Give it space. Next, we have Colocasia Black Coral. These are really great. You can use them around a pond or even in the pond. They don't mind their feet getting wet. They really love heat, get really large, really tall, and have a nice glossy dark purple finish to them. Then we have Royal Hawaiian Waikiki. This one is an All-America Selections winner from this year. Really fun tropical colors to that one. Then Canna Cleopatra. This one is returning to our list. Another fun one. You never really know what you're going to get with these colors. The green and the dark burgundy splashes on those leaves, and then the flowers are red and gold and splashed. So kind of a box of chocolates in this one. You never know what you're going to get. The next canna we're adding is Stuttgart. And this is another very tall canna. They are saying that you want to avoid planting it in a location that has afternoon sun because the variegation is prone to burning and getting sunburned. So if you just have it in a spot that can have morning sun and afternoon shade, that's the perfect spot. Next are baskets. We offer 12-inch single species baskets, and then we also do many sun and shade combo baskets. This first one, Begonia boliviensis assortment, we couldn't decide which boliviensis to go with, so we're going to have an option of 3 different varieties. Florencio yellow, Bovia dark salmon, and Waterfalls Encanto bicolor. So this one is a mixed bag. You don't necessarily know what you're going to get when you're ordering it. When we are shipping, we're going to ship whichever variety looks the best. So kind of a surprise. Begonia hula bicolor red white. Here's another one of those hulas. We're also doing that pink. These are great. You cannot kill these things. They don't mind sun. They don't mind shade. They are very drought tolerant. Lots of flower coverage. Next up, fuchsias. We've got a few additions here. We're doing Artez Alwyn. Cute, tiny little flower, pink and white bicolor. And then we're adding Fuchsia Ballerinas Assemblée and Artez President George Bartlett. These are going to be smaller, medium-sized flowers with a nice compact habit. And then we're switching up our Impatiens series to the Spectra series. These are going to have nice, large flowers. They're singles, bright colors. So we're doing orange, magenta, and bright red. They do really well in sun or in shade. Then we're switching out our petunia colors too. We're going to do Capella Indigo Improved. That's it'll be a nice tight petunia tidy habit. And then Durabloom Watermelon. That's another one that is known for its nice compact habit. And then purslane. We have a lot of love for these purslane baskets and this Pizzazz series, this new fun Pizzazz series, Campino Twist Pink. Semi-trailing, low maintenance. So folks, if they forget to water their hanging baskets for a few days, this one is not going to mind at all. So next up are our jumbo 6-pack edibles. These are the 36 plants in a flat. Just the one change. This is edamame soybeans tahoya. This is going to be a nice sturdy compact plant. Plenty of pods, and it's a little bit earlier for those that do decide to grow these fun little snacking plants. Then we have our 3.5-inch edibles, and these are the 3.5-inch pots, and there are 12 pots per flat. Coming back to the list is eggplant swallow. One of the best producers for our northern kind of cooler, shorter days, oriental type. And then we're adding Pepper Buffy F1. This is a Tabasco chili, and it's got a really nice thick-walled fruit on it. So, plenty of fruit produced per plant. So if somebody wanted to make their own Tabasco, you'd have plenty to go with. And Tomatillo Poncho, we're switching out our Verde green one. These are going to have larger fruits. They're going to be a little more sturdy, upright plants, and they're going to be earlier. So So you're not going to have to be going out there digging around right before frost to harvest all of those last teeny tiny ones. These are going to be earlier, so it'll be great. Tomato Juan Flamme is returning. This is a fun tomato. It's an heirloom. It has a fun contrasted red interior to that orange exterior, and it produces kind of a saladette shaped 2 to 3 ounce fruit. Great for drying too. Next up we have Tomato Midnight Roma. This one is something that we are on a waiting list for. We're really excited. The seed company called Row 7 has included us. This is a paste tomato and it's packed with phytonutrients. They are really looking for tomatoes that taste really well and veggies that taste really great. So we're excited about this being, you know, I think a lot of us look at those darker tomatoes and think, oh, the flavor, is that going to really taste well? And this one is known for having really nice layers of flavor, sweetness, acidity. So we're really excited about this one. Next up, Watermelon Century Star. This is a seedless watermelon, and it's a nice small 10-pound fruit. And it has those really cute yellow speckles on that dark green fruit, and then the foliage will have some of that speckling too. And then next we have Zucchini Gold Rush. So we've got the classic black, and then we've also got the light green Cascada, and now we're adding Gold Rush. Next up is our herb program, and these are also in the 3.5-inch pots, 12 pots per flat. And we've decided to switch out basils. Our downy mildew resistant varieties were challenged this year. So we had a lot of luck with the Prospera Compact that we had, did not get downy mildew at all. So it's a very strong series, and we are switching it out for the Italian large leaf red and sweet. So we'll have all of the options covered through this series. Next up we have Lavender Stokey's La Diva Papillon Deep Rose. This series, La Diva, is known for blooming really early and blooming for a very long time. So these are going to have really cute pink flowers, and it's a compact plant. So we'll be shipping these pretty early with the early herbs that are ready. Next up, thyme, rose. We were intrigued by this rose scented thyme. This will be a fun one to add to desserts, cocktails, and tea. And it'll have a nice rounded compact habit. And thyme, Sparkling Bright. This one is going to, we're switching Silver King out with this one. So it'll have that nice variegated foliage, upright habit, small pink flowers, great for culinary or ornamental. And of course, it's going to attract the pollinators too. Lavender Angustifolia Hidcoat Blue. This one is a return for us. A lot of people know Hidcoat Blue for being a Zone 5 perennial. We've had a lot of luck, and I'm sure most of you know that you've had luck with it too, just coming back. So it's a good favorite. It is more of a compact plant, a little bit slower to start, but well worth the wait. A new mint for us, Mint Hillary Sweet Lemon. This is a sweet fruity mint. It'll be having a slightly prostrate growth habit. And then it has those nice lavender flowers. On to perennials. The perennials are grown in our 4.5-inch quart pots, and they're sold 10 pots per flat. Ajuga, we've got Feathered Friends Paradise added to the list. These Feathered Friends are really colorful. Ajugas, chartreuse colors, bronzy colors with those classic blue purple flowers. Next up is a new Alcea. This is Fiesta Time. These are going to have nice doubled flowers in that rosy and pink colors. These will bloom the first year. Next up we have Alcea Halo Cerise. The halos are probably a familiar series for some of you. We really like these for their rust resistance. So this will be a fun addition. Really great color. And next up is Alcea rugosa Norma's Yellow. These are a really fun foliage option. They have kind of a maple leaf, fig leaf shape foliage, and then really nice yellow, lemon yellow flowers. Very tall at 6 feet. Allium Blue Eddy. This is a cute one we found from Walter's. Really kind of a fun twisty foliage habit. So that's where the eddy part comes in. Next, Anemone September Charm. This kind of gives away, you know, the bloom time for it. So these are singles, really nice pink, blooms later in the season. Another dye plant in our perennial program. So this is Anthemis Callaway Eye. This is going to bloom later in August and September. It may perform a little more like a biannual. It does self-sow. And here's a foliage perennial plant, Artemisia Garden Ghost. A nice silver foliage option for the perennial garden. Aruncus Fairy Hair. We're switching out our Aruncus for this variety. These like moist soil, or you know, they like to be have their feet a little bit wet, but they are a little more drought tolerant than a Stilby. Aster October Skies. This is a fun one. It has a nice bushy short habit, that sweet purple flower, so that'll, you know, bloom just in time for fall. Astilboides, this one is coming back. Well-known, fun shade foliage perennial. Baptisia, Prairie Blues, Sunny Morning. This is a lovely hybrid Baptisia. Bellum Canda Freckleface. This is also known as Blackberry Lily. Nice disease resistance. These are going to have a shorter, stockier foliage and a shorter, stockier, cute little flower. Campanula Freya. This one is going to be more floriferous than other types of Campanula, so it's a nice upright habit. We've added a couple favorite clematises back to our list. Betty Corning is coming back. Along with Ragucci, another staff favorite. New to us this year is Delphinium Highlander Cha-Cha. This has a nice double light lavender colored flower on some dark stems, so that'll be a nice contrast. Dianthus Delilah Bicolor Purple. We got this one by accident last year and we were really happy with it. It's super cute, really nice with a contrast of purple and white. They smell great and they attract pollinators, so what's not to love? Next up we have Dianthus Edgehog. This has some really interesting variegated foliage. With pinky purple flowers. And Pretty Pepper's Apple Blossom Burst. So really fresh, refreshing, fun, sweet colors on this one, semi-double. Next we have Echinacea Double Scoop Deluxe Raspberry. We grew this one last year and we're really happy with that dark raspberry color on those doubles. Echinacea Green Twister. This was a return for us. Nice strong plants. And Sombrero Blanca. The sombreros are really known for their uniformity. They're very floriferous, really tidy, excellent, well-branched series. Next up, we're adding a couple new colors to the Sunseekers. We're adding this apple green and pumpkin pie, and these are really cute, really fluffy, nice, fun colors. Eplobium alpine willow herb. We're always on the lookout for plants that are great for xeriscaping, great for rock gardens. Because our climate is changing quite a bit, you know, and if for people who want to fill in that front yard or the boulevard, this is a really great plant. Orangium Blue Glitter, another fun texture plant, fun colors. These are going to have a nice rosette formation, and then when they throw out that really fun plant, great for cutting too, great for bouquets, popular with the pollinators. Heliopsis Summer Eclipse. This is going to have nice dark foliage, contrasting with those nice goldeny orange flowers. We've really extended our hellebore selection. We have quite the extensive list, so adding to the list this year is North Star Plum. Another Frost Kiss, this is Bailey's Blush. Honey Hill Joy. And to our heucheras, Big Top Caramel Apple, Southern Comfort, and Gold Zebra. I'm going to kind of go through our hostas a little bit quickly. We do have a nice long list of options for you this year. We have Angel Falls and Atlantis, Big Daddy and Blue Mouse Ears, Brother Stefan and Drop Dead Gorgeous, Happy Days and Lakeside Paisley Print, Pocketful of Sunshine and School Mouse, Seasons in the Sun, Silver Bullet, Sun Mouse, Terms of Endearment, Voices in the Wind and Vulcan, and Wild Imagination. Now, I forgot to mention with our coleus and with our hostas, we do have a chart. So if you're trying to decide or compare all of them, those are helpful for deciding what you'd like to order. Onto the iris, we're doing a Sidata, and this is Purple Dragon's Valley. Really fun pop of purple there. And a Siberica Purring Tiger. Really cute bicolor with the nice purple veins. On Leucanthemum, we're adding a yellow daisy, Sweet Daisy Isabel. And a fun, unusual Lismachia Beaujolais. It's kind of got that, what is that look to it? Long bloom time, so it'll bloom all season. Next up, we have Nepeta Prelude Blue. This is a fun series. first year flowering, long bloom time, nice big flowers. We're going to have quite a few peonies available too. We've got a couple different options. We've got an herbaceous assortment and an iatote assortment. So we're gonna it's gonna be kind of a mixed bag surprise. We're gonna be selling these in our trade gallons, and there'll be 6 in a flat. Next we have Pravaskia Compact Blue Set. This is gonna be a nice, shorter, compact, upright, with a long bloom time. Great for smaller spaces. Next we have this Phlomis Jerusalem Sage. Interesting flower clusters on this. Attractive seed pods for winter. Likes dry to average soil and a long summer bloom time. Another one from our dye plant list. This is Rubia Madder. People do grow this for the roots, and the dried root powder is used to dye things like leather, soap, and fiber. Rudbeckia Henry Eilers, this one's coming back. I'm sure many of you have heard of this nice tall plant with unusual petals. And this one is named after a horticulturist and nurseryman who originally collected this variety from southern Illinois. And we're adding a salvia. This is Mojave Sage. This is kind of an unusual sage. It has a little bit of that out west look to it. Great for xeriscaping, aromatic foliage. Sanguisorba Plum Drops. This one's going to be a nice tall Sanguisorba at 3 to 4 feet. So airy, fun, cute. And we're adding a purple winter savory to our perennial options. So yes, we do sell savory in our herb program. We do winter savory, lemon, and summer. But this one, you know, they are perennials. So we're adding this purple blooming savory to the perennials, and it could have multi-uses. Great for rock gardens, very aromatic, evergreen, super cute. Saxifrage Turin Deep Red. This is a nice early blooming alpine plant. Great for cool season, great for rock gardens. Scutellaria Smoky Hills. Another one great for rock gardens. Really cute flowers, drought tolerant. And then we've got a few new sedums we're adding: Night Embers, Night Light, and Pillow Talk. Great for pollinators in the late season. Silene Short and Sweet. Another one that is great for rock gardens, pollinator friendly, happy in a wide variety of situations. A cute short little plant at 6 to 8 inches. Flowers in the late spring. And if you believe it or not, yes, we are adding a white solidago. This is Sugar Kisses. Unusual, but it has an open habit to it. It'll be fun. It'll be really interesting. A little bit shorter at 18 to 24 inches. Attracts pollinators late season. Philitrum glaucum. This is that one that has really fun yellow flowers with that blue-green foliage. Very tall at 24 to 48 inches. And Veronica Seaside. So these are going to be a nice upright, tidy habit, loved by pollinators. And we're adding a Yucca Excalibur. So these are another one great for rock gardens, tolerates all conditions, does prefer full sun. On to our natives. These are native perennials, sold in the 4.5-inch quart pots, 10 pots per flat. Baptisia, also known as white wild indigo. This is the native, popular with bumblebees, host plant for many, long, deep taproot, long-lived. RX fox sedge. This is one that is great for wet soil, around rain gardens, in pond edges. This is a host plant for several skipper butterflies. Chrysophilus, hairy golden aster. This is a late season bloomer from August to October. And Desmodium showy tick trefoil. Yes, it is related to beans. It does help fix nitrogen in the soil. Cute little purpley pink flowers bloom for about 3 weeks midsummer. And wild lupin. This one's going to bloom late spring, along with our cultivated lupins, popular with hummingbirds. These are also deer resistant, rabbit resistant, great for sandy soils. And Solidago speciosa, so this is also known as showy goldenrod. This one has a nice different habit, kind of a flower formation that's a little more upright. The rosettes, the foliage rosettes can be really interesting too. So before these spike their flowers, they're kind of interesting foliage. And Verbena stricta, hoary vervain. This one's tough as nails with those cute little purple flowers that attract pollinators. And then we've got a return perennial grass of Bouteloua Blonde Ambition. Really interesting flowers on these. And a return of Fern Godzilla, known for its size and color. And onto our ground covers. These are sold in the jumbo 6-packs, so 6 packs per flat, 36 plants in a flat. A new one for us is this Antinaria rubra. This is a really tough plant, but it has that really silvery, fun, soft foliage, which gets a nice, cute pink flower late spring. Dianthus, which of course we have to have a dianthus option for every category, and here's one for ground covers. So we're switching out our color option. This one's called Sweetness. It is a mix of pinks and whites and bicolors, fragrant, lovely. Phlox Emerald Blue, you've probably seen this as a sub for Oakington Blue Eyes. Pretty much the same thing, so not much new here. Great ground cover. And we're changing out our color for Prunella. This is Lacy Blue. This one is great for bees. I know that this one is used a lot in the bee grass. Great for, so it's easy for multiple applications, sun, shade, part shade. And this sedum is an option for coral carpet. This is Chloricticum. So it's going to have kind of a corally, succulent look to it, and it gets white flowers late summer. Late spring, sorry, and summer. Sedum sexangular tasteless stone crop, going to have nice chartreuse foliage, and later in the season, late summer and fall, gets a nice red bronze color to it, and then does bloom with yellow flowers in summer. And last but not least, Vinca, Ralph Schugert. This is a variegated Vinca. with nice blue flowers in the spring. And that concludes our slideshow of our new plants for 2024. Thanks for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions. Give us a call, send an email. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have.